Bada bing, bada boom, what's going on guys? Welcome your faces to another Nine-Toe Joe video. On today's video, we have top 5 worst Call of Duties of all time. Coming in at number 5, we have Call of Duty Vanguard. Vanguard is the most recent Call of Duty on this list, but that doesn't bring it up any higher. The campaign is actually pretty good and compelling, telling a World War II story, but this game feels more like Battlefield rather than Call of Duty. We were all excited about the Call of Duty Zombies mode coming, but it turned out to be absolute garbage. The multiplayer is okay, not great, nothing special, but all around, this game's just not that good, and that's why it comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost was the first game to come out on the new generation of consoles. Everybody was super eager to get their hands on this game. Everybody was expecting to have a super nice quality game, but in return, they got the opposite. You see, Call of Duty fans were used to having Black Ops 2 and all the great games that were coming out before Ghost, so that when it was time for Ghost to come out, it never even had a shot to shine. The campaign was flat, the multiplayer was boring, and the extinction mode was awful, and it could never compare to Call of Duty Treyarch Zombies. I believe if this game came out further along down the road and not in 2013, we would be talking differently about this, but it was just a really bad situation, and that's why it comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Advanced Warfare. It doesn't matter what one says about Advanced Warfare, it will always be the one remembered for having Kevin Spacey as the main villain. Anyways, the story kinda sucks, and Spacey only makes that worse. This was the first Exo Jetpack game, and it actually wasn't the worst jetpack game to come out. The Zombies was okay, but pretty boring, and the Zombies mode was just nothing like Treyarch. I would tend to skip it for pretty obvious reasons. This game's just all around pretty boring, and that's why it comes in at number 3. Coming in hot at number 2, we have Call of Duty World War II. Surprisingly, Advanced Warfare was not Sledgehammer's worst game. It was actually Call of Duty World War II. It was just too ambitious for its own good, ultimately making it suffer in the end. The campaign was pretty boring. Yes, it was cinematic and it was like a movie, but it didn't really compel me like the other campaigns did. Yes, we all love the World War II video games, but this game was just not it. I wish it was better than it actually was, but it just wasn't. The fire shotguns, everything about it, it just was not that good. The Zombies mode was actually pretty cool, but it was terrifying and way too difficult. And like I've said before, it was nothing compared to Treyarch Zombies, and that's why it comes in at number 2. And here we are, coming in at number 1, we have none other than the trashy, awful Infinite Warfare. While yes, there is an argument for some people to like this game, I obviously do not. The campaign was an absolute mess, and it's gotta be one of the worst ones ever, if not the worst one. This game felt like it had no character, it was set in the future, and just nobody really cared about it. There's no question that this game belongs at the very bottom for a very, very long time. It's gonna be hard for Call of Duty to come out with a worse one than this. I seriously can't think of a good thing to say about this game, and that is why it definitely comes in at the worst Call of Duty of all time. And that has been the top 5 worst Call of Duties of all time. Thank you guys for watching. It would be greatly appreciated if you guys can subscribe and leave a comment down below on what video you guys want me to do next. Without further ado, it has been Nine-Toe Joe, and adios.